Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. Today I am going to take you on an adventure because we all know how to discover the wild terrains of Mother Earth, oftentimes done with a Land Rover Defender. Now the question is, which boat would be equivalent to a Land Rover Defender on the water? Come with me and let's take a look. And these are the Land Rover Defenders of the seas. We're starting a walkthrough on the LEKKER 44 all the way from the swim platform in the aft. But before we even continue, let's talk about the brand itself. It's a Dutch brand. They've been building boats for over a decade now, and they are picking up in speed in terms of popularity tremendously everywhere. And for a reason, because like I mentioned, these are the Land Rover Defenders, the G-Wagons of the seas, and the whole purpose is really not to concentrate on the tiny details in terms of polishing everything up, but having something rugged on the seas that you can take out, not worry about covering, not worry about scratches, because the bumpers and the rub rails that are on the boat that you will see are just something to protect you. And not just that, even the hull itself, this is not just something you can beach. This you can literally use to break ice with. So let's start our tour. First of all, you have an enormous swim platform over here, and you also have underneath this cover, you have stairs that pop out, making it coming in and out from the water super easy. And everywhere you see, you will have these proper cleats. These cleats are so strong that there are no lifting points needed on the boat. If you want to maybe lift it on a super yacht, you can quite literally tie lines up over here and lift the whole boat up from the cleats itself. That's how rugged this thing is. And obviously you have nice vents over here for the engines. This one is powered by Volvo stern drives. We'll get back to the specs shortly. But here you have nice storage bins. And what's cool about these pins is you can configure them quite a few different ways. The way it's set up right now is, you can just use it as a storage, normal storage. If you like scuba diving, you can have racks that roll out. You can put 3 scuba tanks on it, or you can also configure it to hold sea bobs. So if you want to have your water toys here, you can easily do that. And if you're big into fishing, they also have a fishing version. So you can put your rods out here, troll around, and make sure you catch your favorite fish from the open ocean. These all close up, nicely stored away. And on both sides, you have these carbon fiber pole holders, so you can put additional bimini all the way back as well, giving you ample amount of shade space on the boat. Same storage on your starboard side, and of course, as you're coming out from the water, you have a handheld wand, so if you want to take a shower, you can do that. And of course, on the port side, you also have a 50 amp power outlet, so you can make sure you keep your batteries charged while you're at the dock. As we keep walking to the aft lounging area now, super comfortable place. These are plush. I tell you, these are plush, proper plush seats. If there's not enough lounge space for you, you can always put these tables down, put cushions on top, and this becomes a one truly oversized sunbed area where everybody can lounge at. And like I mentioned, you can lounge and have a sunshade right above you for an additional shade as well. And of course, not to mention, you have cup holders, 2 on either side. Keep your mugs nicely stored away. Nothing will fly out as you're either at anchor or on the move. What's also neat is you have access panel now to the engine room from here, but that's kind of the boring access to the engine room. There is significantly cooler way to access your systems, which we will come back to shortly. 4 speakers, nicely flush to the hull, so everything is easily out of the sight from your eyes, but they're always there making sure that you keep the party going. galley area, this is cool. And I mentioned that it's like a G-Wagon Defender. And if you look at these hinges, they very much represent that kind of a adventure style ruggedness of the boating. All the doors are aluminum, like the hull itself, and fridges. So you have proper fridge here, and you also have an additional fridge right over here as well. At the top, proper canyon barbecue, so you can, the fish that you caught earlier, you can easily grill them here or do your vegetables, whatever you like. Cup holders, and also a sink. What's unique about this sink that I've never seen before is the faucet itself. Usually you have these typical faucets. This one is quite special, so you can move this whichever way you like, and you have the water control right here as well. And you can choose obviously cold water or hot water. Very nice. And the lids itself have a very nice laser cut LEKKER logo in itself. So it's not just your typical round cutout for your finger. It is reminding you that you are on a LEKKER boat. Now, we mentioned all these fridges. There are total 4 fridges on this boat, and we will get to all of them. But you can obviously keep whatever kind of drinks you like, if you like to keep your beer bottles inside. And the first thing, once you pop your beer bottle out from the fridge, you obviously want to open it. There's no need for a cork opener on this boat because the cork opener is integrated into the hull itself. So you can come here, pop your bottle open, and the cork just falls down. Talk about practicality. I spoke with the owner earlier, and he said he doesn't want to have any bling bling on the boat. Everything needs to have a purpose. Same thing like this here. Trash bins. On both sides, you have proper aluminum trash bins. Again, LEKKER logos cut out from the aluminum. Absolutely amazing. That's why this boat, I mean, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be worrying if somebody's going to scratch your paint. Nothing like that. This boat is meant to be enjoyed the way it is. This is the boat that you want to go out for an adventure and discover the open waters. I mean, over 70% of the Earth is covered by the waters. Why not explore it on the LEKKER? Now, as we keep walking, these are the additional holes now for the bimini. So you can mount your poles here, giving you plenty of shade in the back. Cleats, proper size cleats. I mean, these cleats are, again, I mean, look how massive they are, and they're properly welded into the whole superstructure. On both sides, you have fender storage, so you can keep one open, or you can keep fenders inside. And you know, usually we see boats and they have covers on, and they're really protected, and everything is perfect. These boats, I saw the owner earlier getting the fender out, and it had a little bit dirt on. There was no, you know, patting around, making sure it gets clean. He literally just drops it in the ocean, rinses it off, puts it back. That's the whole life of this boat. You just want to enjoy it. There's no worries of water splashes or anything like that. Nice storages underneath the helm seats. So this one is set up for the lines. Again, you see the aluminum welds, you see the whole aluminum structure of the boat here as well. And ventilation. So if you don't have power on a boat, there are ventilations everywhere, natural ventilation. So there's no mold or mildew that is going to grow inside or outside of the boat. And we'll come back to the inside part as well. Helm station of the LEKKER. I like that the roof goes nicely in front of you. The windshield extends all the way to the top, so it does have a little of openness, so it does give you a fresh air once you are sitting over here. Steering wheel, very comfortable. I like the seats. You can stand up, lean against them. Obviously, you can adjust those seats. So if you want to have them closer to the helm seat or further, you can do that. Pop this down, sit higher. Like you have a footrest. So even if you are sitting here, you have a nice footrest to support yourself. Engine controls, your VHF. I like these buttons because when they're off, they show red circle around, and when they're on, it shows green circles. So it's very clear that when you do need to quickly access mute button, you have that. You want to access quickly horde, you have that. You don't have to go fumble across the screens. Everything needs to be ergonomic and user-friendly. And this boat very much is. We drove that boat off the dock. I was so confident, even though, you know, it's the first time for me on this boat. It just feels like it's injecting confidence in you because there's so much protection around you, and it's built like a tank. 6 cup holders, so plenty of place to keep all your drinks cool at. everything is very nicely finished. I do like the carbon in the back, super nice. It's matte carbon, and I feel even the texture of the carbon, which is cool. Joystick drive, again, super simple. This boat is powered by D6 stern drives, Volvo stern drives. What you can do is, instead of having twin 440 D6 stern drives, you can have triple stern drives, or you can have triple outboard engines. Both combinations would give you top speeds of 50 knots, which is quite remarkable. I can't even imagine going that fast on this boat. But if you do triple inboards, you will give away an option to keep your Seakeeper inside, as it just doesn't have enough space for it. But this is the trade-off that you have to make. You know, if you're buying a hypercar or a supercar, you might not get some creature comfort features on those. Again, I like these storages. Whenever you need it, it's there. Again, nice, these G-Wagon hinges everywhere. I mean, this is great. Usually what we do is we come to the boat and we make sure we remove all the fingerprints and everything. I mean, you don't feel like you want to do that here, because it adds to the character of the boat. Nice handrails at the top, so if somebody is sitting next to you, they can grab onto those, or even if you're walking across the boat. Now, talking about walking across the boat, once you are at the helm station, there are no steps forward. There's only one step to step towards the helm station. Otherwise, everything is flush from this point on. Let's go and check out the bow area. As we walk towards the bow, first thing, you have a massive windshield wiper on an arm. So this makes sure that even if it does rain, it easily cleans up the windshield. Now, talking about rain, this boat, there's a reason probably they have such a massive windshield wiper, because it's meant to take rough oceans. I was told that it can take 6-7 foot seas, no problem whatsoever. It's like a tank. Why they use aluminum? Well, all the rescue boats, for example, in around the world are oftentimes, predominantly, especially in US, they're using only aluminum, because it is the toughest hull material, making sure that you can be confident on the water. And, you know, if you need to break ice, you can with this boat. As we keep walking, paint on this boat, all LEKKERs are 99.99% in matte paint. This paint is industrial level paint. It is 7 times thicker than your normal paint, which means if you do hit something against the dock, it's probably not going to make even a scratch on the paint, because it's so industrial. Like, they use these kind of things on tractors or any commercial use machines, which starts giving you an idea how they approach this whole boat building. Cleats, same thing. Standard, they come like this. Owners can choose to have them flush mounted, like modern clean look cleats, but I was told no one has chosen those because everybody likes the look of them. So we get to the bow area, lounge area now. Obviously you have a forward facing sunbed. I mean, this is proper comfortable here. It is very plush. I might stay here for a second. And I will stay here for a second because I'm gonna wait till you guys have subscribed. Based on the statistics, 83% of you now who are watching our videos haven't subscribed. So do us a favor and hit the subscribe button down below. I'll wait. Thank you very much. As we continue our tour now, sometimes the boat might feel too big to go back to grab a drink. You have an additional fridge, a fridge drawer all the way at the bow. And you access it with a panel here. So you see this whole thing opens up. Proper fridge freezer, so you can fill it up with the ice, and this will become a place where you can keep all your drinks at, easily for grab everybody. This is absolutely amazing. I tell you what, this boat is missing one thing. It had a bottle opener, the beer can opener, all the way by the galley in the midship area. LEKKER, you gotta have one more all the way at the bow. Now, above your fridge, you also have a Garmin 16-inch monitor, which obviously you can see the chart where you're going to. You can go see the speed that the captain is doing, or you can also hook up an Apple TV and watch a game over here, or YouTube TV, whatever you like. Great, nice feature here. Talk about storage. So everybody likes to have storage in a boat. This boat's no different. So again, the way to access those, you pull these things away. You know, it's like on a G-Wagon. When you have a G-Wagon, you want to slam the doors closed whenever you go out from the car. This boat feels like you want to do that as well. I mean, it's kind of exciting. It's not something that you would normally do on boats. But let's talk about storage. Again, aluminum plates everywhere. This stores all the covers inside. So you have both, you have starboard, port side storages for your covers here. And locks away nicely. Once you put the cushion on, you just push it in place and you use these Velcro straps to just secure everything back to place. Just like this, yeah? Look at this. How simple is that? Just a good old Velcro and that'll do it. Now, keep talking about storage. You also have storage all the way in the bow. So this one, you now have access. I mean, if you want to keep your fenders over here or anything, you can do that. Everything again, aluminum. You have your breakers here for your anchor system, also your anchor control, quick anchor winch. And you have the same thing on the other side here as well. So what's great is you cannot just use those displays for your movie nights. Matter of fact, this is not the only place where you can watch a movie. You can watch it, you know, using any of the 3 Garmin monitors that you have on this boat. But for example, if you want to do an anchor, you can easily do that from here. So you push a button and voila. And what's great is once it goes all the way out now, the lid comes back down and the anchor is always hidden when it's not needed, which is neat because, you know, who likes to see anchor anyway? You see it comes back down, you just keep holding, and now, voila, the anchor just drops, which is fantastic. So this is how you deploy an anchor on the LEKKER 44. Inside of the LEKKER 44. So the moment you come down, you have these 3 steps as you walk down, and next to the steps you have a control panel where you can control all your lighting. I mean, if you want, you can, you know, go inside in depth and you can change the color of the underwater lights, change your, you know, turn on your breakers, see the water levels, see your power systems. What's cool about the power system on this boat is you have actually a ton of batteries on this boat, which means you can run your AC, your stabilizer, your fridges, everything that is on the boat without the need of a generator for 12 hours. And once the batteries go below, I believe it's 20%, the generator automatically kicks in and starts charging the batteries, which is great because when you're out and about and for a whole day, you don't need to turn on a generator unless you really stay on the boat for longer than 12 hours. First thing, on your port side, you have this really an oversized cabinet where you can keep all your belongings at plenty of shelves over there. I'm sure you can configure it whichever way you like. If you want to put hanging space over there, you can easily do that. The beauty with LEKKER boats is they're all custom built. There's no boats that are in stock. They're all built to order. So whatever you like, they will build it for you. Now, I said 4 fridges. We already covered the 3 outside, and you have a fourth one right here as well. Now, what's great about this fridge is you can keep your wine bottles all up straight. So for example, this one, put all up straight, plenty of space to keep additional drinks at the top. And you also have another really deep drawer at the top of the fridge as well. And then this closes up. Now, additionally, you also have plenty of drawer space. So if you want to keep all your nitty-gritty, you can do that. And of course, everything is a nicely suede finish. Feels premium, no doubt about it. Flexi teak at the floor, so it's very easy to clean. And of course, all the woodwork, which is done also in-house. Behind me, actually have I want to say it's a queen size bed. So the beauty of it is you have plenty of headroom over here. So if you want to sleep, you put your legs all the way in the back. Yeah, I'm 6'1", plenty of space. I have 2-3 inches above my head, and I have additional 2 inches above me. So if you're 6'5", you have no problem sleeping here. Control for your lights, USB and USB-C controls, so you can easily charge your devices. LED light strip underneath, so plenty of light. And I mean, plenty of headroom. You don't feel claustrophobic here at all. And if you are going for longer trips, you have plenty of space over here actually to keep all your luggage at. Now, when we were outside, I mentioned that this boat has a air circulation system, even if your AC is not on. And one of them is over there actually. So again, prevents from any mildew growing inside, which is great. And again, plenty of storage here. You can keep all your luggage over here. I mean, if you want to put bigger fenders, I don't know, maybe foils, whatever, you can easily store them here. Now, as I come out, you have a walkway which leads you to the sitting area. And as you sit down here, by the way, I did hear that the future boats that they're building now have 5 inches more headroom as you're coming out or coming into here. But once you're down here, plenty of headspace to sit down. You have a nice table, so you can easily sit, I want to say 1 person, 2, 3 people around the table, easy. And also this table, of course, goes all the way down. You can put cushion on top. And once you do that, you can easily sleep here. Now, you have to be mindful not to, when you wake up, you might hit your head. But, you know, if you're, you know what, actually you don't have to. You would never put your head over there. You would just turn around and you would sleep like this. Yeah, absolutely. What was I thinking? Why would I want to lock myself in? Anyhow, plenty of headspace over here if you turn yourself around. Plus, obviously, you have significantly more space as well. Obviously, also on both sides, you have USB and USB-C chargers. And also, a little tiny window. So if you do want to get natural air inside, you can do that. There are total 4 of them actually on the boat. Voila. Hi there. So, nice little window. This close up. And you want to make sure that you always close them hermetically because you don't want any water to come in if it starts raining outside. Now, also, the boat has a dry head. First thing that I noticed when I touched these handles, by the way, I'm big into handles. I think door handles are such a missed opportunity to show the details on the boat, and this very much follows that. It has a very nice, technically, it feels very nicely textured, the door handle itself, so you would kind of want to open it all the time. And once you do open it, this door opens all the way. You have 2 nice blacked out hangers here for your robe. As I walk in, I can, okay, this is, I want to say this is exactly 6 feet or 6.05. Yeah, 185 centimeters, I want to say, if you're European. Sink over here, blacked out faucet, toilet, and ample amount of storage space. So you have 3 big drawers underneath the sink. Soap dispensers, again, this being a Euro spec boat, you also have a Euro plugs here, light controls, additional natural light, and a mirror as well. And again, natural ventilation for the boat as well. Tool like a French doors, which you can open. So as you walk in, you have a wand here, so you can rinse yourself down, whatever way you like. Nice shelf here. I think they could add another bar here, so if the owners have anything on the shelf, nothing falls out. I think it's an easy thing to add and will make a tremendous difference. Blacked out finishes everywhere, very nice. And again, an additional natural light window here as well. To all my engine room fans, this here is the engine room for LEKKER 44, and as I mentioned, it has that boring access, which is the small one that you don't have to lift up the whole deck. But if for whatever reason you do want to lift up the whole deck, it's super easy to do. We can see the D6 440 horsepower engines here. You have a Seakeeper 5 on this one, plenty of batteries, which I mentioned to you earlier, that you can have, you know, the whole boat running on batteries for 12 hours. And again, I mean, plenty of space. So even if you do want to keep anything inside over here, stored away, even a foil or something like that, you can easily do that. You know, while you are down here during the nighttime, for example, if you do need to troubleshoot anything, you have these long LED strips giving you plenty of light and making sure that you're not fumbling around here. So great attention to detail. Here we are in open ocean and ready to test out the LEKKER 44. Like I mentioned earlier, everything is super easily accessible, and the moment you throw it in a gear, you feel like you turned on a G-Wagon, maybe a G63 AMG per se. It has that nice rumble, a diesel rumble in that case. First thing what I notice is actually the front massive 16-inch display. I love the fact that I have all my engine information on it. Like I can see how much fuel I'm burning, what time it is, what the depth of the water is, and how fast we're going. LEKKER being a Dutch boat, European built boat, the numbers over here that you're gonna see and I'm gonna scream out are in kilometers an hour. So we're gonna do some voodoo magic over here and put on a screen how fast it goes in miles per hour. That being said, the only thing really left to do is to test it out and see how she performs. Right from the get-go, it gets to plane very easily. Again, like I mentioned earlier, this one is powered by twin Volvo D6. Right now we're doing 2.5 liters per kilometer. We're doing 30 kilometers per hour. Doesn't even feel like we're moving. 70% engine load and we're doing already 36 kilometers an hour. Here's how many miles per hour and here's how many knots per hour. Rides like a tank. Aluminum is aluminum. It's a stiff ride. It's not your composite. This is not a Mickey Mouse boat. You can literally take it into weather, whatever weather you want, basically. 55 kilometers an hour, no problem. And we're 80% load, which means we can exceed 60 kilometers an hour easily. That being said, let's go. This is awesome. I love how it rides. So much fun, man. We're doing 60 kilometers an hour, going through our own wake now. Easy. This is amazing, man. Okay, let's do it again. 66 kilometers an hour right now. Engine fuel burn is 2.6 liters per kilometer. That's now 2 engines combined. 62. Like I mentioned, if you do triple stern drives, you can get speeds up to 50 knots, which is just unfathomable. Right now we're doing 68 kilometers per hour. So much fun. I don't think there's another boat that would make you ride it like a tank and feel like you can just discover relentlessly everything that is thrown at you. And we have another LEKKER over there waiting for us. We put some B-roll over here how we're cruising together. I mean, what a cool boat, you know. Wow. You know, the owner told me that they got stuck in a massive storm with the family and they came back with 3-4 meter waves and they were totally fine. They felt confident on the boat. They had no problem whatsoever. And this is what you're looking for from the boat. When you do get stuck in a storm, you don't want to just hunker down. You want to be able to, you know, let's just go back. It's okay. Full lock. Look at this. I mean, there's a thing that people have, which is collecting cars, which is awesome hobby. I like collecting cars, but I think collecting boats is gonna become a thing. Every boat is so different. I wish to own a marina to keep all these cool boats with it. This was a full thorough walkthrough of the LEKKER 44s in plural because we had the opportunity to take 2 of those out. What a cool boat. If you are looking to buy your very own LEKKER, then visit YachtWay because the LEKKER, the manufacturer, is listing all their boats on our website. As always, if you like the video, then hit the like button. If you want to see more YachtWay, which you should, hit the subscribe button down below. And as always, if you have any comments, suggestions, then leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh, you are? What was I thinking?
Why would I want to lock myself in?
I'm a big guy, big in. Boat has a natural air filtration. No, it's not air filtration. Air circulation. Okay, yeah. The D6. Are you serious?